Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Edumon Student Clubs. So today we are back with another webinar with Samhita. She's a national-wide skater. So let's know her journey, like what made her to get into skating, and she also represented India in worldwide things and worldwide championship. So let's welcome Samhita. Samhita, please. Yeah. So good evening, Samhita. Uh, we couldn't hear anything. Like, could you please unmute yourself?
Hello, myself Akula Sai Samhitha.
Yeah, so nice meeting you today. And she also won 109 medals in her overall journey. So, like, Samhita, could you just tell us what made you get into skating? Like, why are you so much interested into skating, and what made you achieve 109 medals?
I think when I was 4 years old, so my father is used to also a skater. So because of his interest, I also joined skating at 4 years old. So when I was young, I used to do it as a playful thing. But as I grew up, I started to receive medals, and my school appreciated me and used to keep small notice cases of a newspaper in the notice board. So it used to be make me feel proud, and I started continuing it more and made it into my habit and usual habit. And I can't think more than less without skating in my life.
Yeah, Samhita, that was a great thing. So you have achieved 109 medals. So in this long journey, you have faced many hurdles, many challenges. Like, what could you please tell us some challenges you have overcome easily, or you have faced it as a very big challenge?
Um, for me, challenges are like managing my studies, and also as a sports personality, we face a lot of injuries in our career. So these two major plays a major role in ourselves as a sports person. Uh, I'm lucky to have good teachers and good schools that guide me and for my studies and all. And for as for my injuries and stuff, I do have a have did have some treatments done if I'm injured, and I think I did my training practice well, so I am able to avoid as much as injuries possible, and hope able to get more.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a great thing too. And like, what are the best moments of this long journey while achieving all these medals?
The best memory I can come to think of is when I received my award in 2020 for Bal Shakti Puraskar. I've met Ramnath Kovind ji, the President of India, and also Narendra Modi ji. So it definitely left a mark in my mind. Like being a normal skater to meet the President and Prime Minister India, which I used to see them on TV. So it definitely made me feel special and made me feel more focused on my sports so I can achieve more. And also meeting new awardees and new sports personalities which I look up to in mention few like Neeraj Chopra, PV Sindhu, and many more. They makes me feel like I'm one of them. I'm one of the sports personalities. I can like I'm one of the sports person.
Yeah, that's even more interesting. Like, how would you inspire seeing those high personalities like President Sir and Narendra Modi ji and different sports people? Like, what would you learn from them? How would you get inspiration for them?
Um, I have to really think. I participated in Asian Games, so I've met Neeraj Chopra ji there in the Asian Game Hangzhou, China. So it was so well. Like I know as a fan, I can see him looking up, and I know I've seen few youngsters looking up to me. So I believe. It's going to be a major part of role as me because few people do look up to me, so as I look up to my other players, so these help me to motivate myself and work hard. And as I see them achieving more for the India national and international levels, I feel like I have to do something more for my country also, and also make my country proud. And like, it's an India thing.
Yeah, that was great too. Like, at what age did you start skating? Like, how old are you skating till now?
I started my skating at 4 years old, and I got 14 years of experience.
That's great. And also, managing academics and skating is very tough job. So, how did you do it? Like, standing on academics as well as achieving a lot in skating too. That was a very tough task. So, how did you do it?
As a common sports personality, I can say it's going to be difficult to manage studies and sports both equally. So I have to really thank my teachers for helping me out throughout. Because as when I leave for camps, I used to miss out so many classes. But thanks to my teachers, I'm able to cover up all my labs and work out. Because everything is important. Because in India we have to study hard and to get a good marks also. It's not just one sports, and because if you have education you can much reach much more higher heights. So for me, my teachers helped me a lot. They actually took extra classes, extra care for me, and helped me focus and able to complete my work and not give up either one of them.
Uh, yeah, you should really thank your teachers for this. And even like teachers who encourage us are very valuable in our lives. And also, skating or any kind of sports or any kind of thing needs some both physical and mental training as well. So, how did you do it? How do you maintain your physical and mental fitness for these things?
Um, for a sports personality, it's important to have both physical and mental fitness. So I think physical fitness needs a more practice and more daily routine on how you maintain your body, and of course having healthy food. It all comes to a routine type of thing, that how much you are willing to put an effort on taking care of yourself and your body. As for mental health, I have to thank my parents for supporting me, because even when I lose, my parents are not disappointed. They appreciate me for my participation, and of course help me throughout, and make me feel a better person. So I hope I'm not disappointed in myself, and they do encourage me to make me do well, prepare, and it does play a major role both in the physical and mental health, because if you're not strong mentally, you are definitely not strong physically.
Uh, yes, mental health plays a very important role on our day-to-day routines as well. So we have to be strong in brain and we have to be strong mentally so that we can achieve anything literally. And the other thing is, do you have any specific routines or rituals before you start any game or start your day for skating to give your best?
I don't think I have any special rituals, but during my competitions, I do listen to my program music, and do a few stretches so I don't get cranked up. So it's like a small warm up thing before my program, and that's it. I'm good to go.
Okay, so how many hours a day you practice on average?
Usually I practice about 5:30 to 7:15 around in the morning, and again I have a fitness session at 4:30 to 6, and again I'll be having another my practice session on 6:30 to 9. So this timings may vary change in between, because it depends on my exam schedule, my daily routine, and my health, and also how I practice for my competition level.
Someone else. Yeah, that's great. So, what would you suggest to the younger generation who is going to start the skating now, or like to get the pro level in skating as well, or to the beginners or students of your age? What would you advise them?
Um, I would advise my fellow people, not just about skating, but if you are in any sports, it's very well and good. I really request to join in a physical activity because right now after Corona, we had a major hit in our physical and mental strain. So I suggest you to join a physical activity, go out with friends, play something. It's like you need an outdoor thing, you need a fitness workout. It's just go out and play, have fun. It's not all about being indoors and having studies and all. So if you go out, have a different life, you're gonna feel fresh and you're gonna able to focus more on your whatever you're working on. So it will help you a lot and also make you feel good about yourself, make you feel healthier and much more. There are more benefits if you are just more physically active.
Yeah, apart from this physical activeness, like people who wanted to join skating, like which age group of the people would be best for starting the skating career?
uh, as we can say, age is just a number. So it doesn't matter what age you are at. It's about how much willing to put in, how much you're willing to achieve in that. So whatever you are doing, if you are whatever age you are, I am willing you to suggest go for it. Even it's gonna take time to achieve to high standards, and it's gonna take a lot of practice if you want to achieve in a professional thing. So it's about how much you're willing to put in. So take time and practice well. So it's gonna make you a good professional and thing. It doesn't matter about the age. If you're late, still you can go for it and try because you're gonna have that experience. Like you're not gonna regret that you didn't try. At least you tried, and it's gonna give you that experience that I'm so and so level. You will have a self estimation on where you at. It will make you realize where you are and what needs to be done. So it will help you in future, not just in sports or also in other activities.
Yeah, that's great too. And apart from skating, like outside of skating, what are your other hobbies and talents apart from skating?
Um, as you can see, apart from skating, I'm very much interested in drawing. One of the main reasons why I joined my mechanical engineering because I love to draw
Oh,
stuff. So usually I have hobbies of drawing small anime characters and stuff. You can see in my notebooks I do have small diagrams.
yes.
So these are my hobbies. I love to draw and of course eat.
Oh
Who
yeah,
doesn't love to eat? I
yes.
am a very big foodie. I don't look like one, but I love to eat food.
Oh, that's so nice. And drawing and sketching is a kind of therapy when I can feel it. Yes. So, like at the starting stages, how did you come to know like there was a competition, so I have to attend? So, how did you know about the competitions around?
As I've mentioned earlier, my father is also a skater, so he's a coach. He trains me well, so I went according to it. But my first ever will be my districts. Then I went for the states and nationals, and so on for my international level. So if you want to go into a professional, you can ask your coaches or respective teachers who are teaching you. So they'll guide you specifically for the competition level. So you don't have to worry. So it's gonna take a while if you want to reach a certain level where you want to win medals. Uh, it doesn't matter. We're gonna try it hard. I got to know through my father, so I went on the same path as him, and even my brother, he also does the same. So I have my seniors, I have guidance. I took them and I made my role models with them. So I know a path, so I've just followed through and work hard to it.
Um, yeah, that's so adorable. And like, what is the age when you took your first competition, and how did you feel like attending a competition, skating over there, so all those things?
Um, I think my first ever competition was when I was 5 or 6. I used to do speed skating, but I was actually bad at it. I was really bad. I'm like okay, okay, but not the best. Then I've shifted into artistic, where my father is a very professional coach in that. So I kind of took interest in artistic more because I like doing stunts, different kind of stuff on my skates. So I took interest in artistic. I started to enjoy it, and I think my first ever competition will be in sixth, which is held at Noida for for districts, I guess, in Vishakhapatnam, and then my second competition would be in states for Noida or Nellore, I guess. It's so small, I don't actually remember.
Yes, that was great too. And like you have received many medals, so could you please share us the journey for your first medal to the national medals, as well as what's your reaction when you received a medal?
Mm, my reaction was like the state district. I had a competition. Like I didn't think I was just making something. I was just doing my medal thing. I was doing my practice. I'm getting my medals. I'm doing my practice. But the it all changed when I went for my first international in 2018. It did make a mark in my life because it was my first international. It was held at South Korea, Namwon. um, I went there, represented India for the very first time, and fortunately, I won a gold medal. So after winning a gold medal, I was able to stand on the first podium and make my country's flag rise high with the national anthem playing in the background. So then I realized what how much I was making. Like it felt valuable. The practice and all the things I did till now made a difference. Because until now I was just doing practice and winning medals. But now when I made my country's flag high, it felt different. I felt goosebumps in myself, and it made me like I gave a birth to myself, and it made my country proud.
That was so inspiring. Like even we get inspired so much looking at you, like your journey, your hurdles, your challenges, everything. Like you're representing your whole nation. That was a very great thing to be said. Yes, so you really need a great appreciation. So, apart from all this, like how did you overcome your fears? Like, how did you overcome like representing your nation on a very big international stage is a very great thing. So, I think you might have some fears, right? So, how did you overcome them? Standing there, holding your head high, that was a very great thing. So, how did you do it?
As a sports personality, we know we feel very nervous before the competitions, but we do have our teammates and all of them cheering for us, and it feels like you're not alone in the field because of our teammates supporting you. Like they're going to cheer you not just for you, they're going to cheer you for the team India. So it's like you're not one, you are with the entire nation. So you're not just representing yourself, but you're representing your entire country. And of course, it's going to be a wrecking moment. But when you get into the field, you're going to forget it. You're going to play for your country, and it's going to leave a mark and how you're going to perform. So it's going to be a memory, and it's not just winning or losing at that point of view. Because in sports, you're going to win sometimes, and one of them will have to lose. The winner is a winner, and also there are runner-ups. So it's just one has to lose and one has to win. In that case, we can't just say depend. I'm a failure. It's not like that. So we're not going to quit, and We're going to work ourselves for our country, because when we represent ourselves, we are representing our country, and we don't want to let our country down.
Yes. That was a very great thing because you may have many things on mind, but you have to play there. Win or lose, this sportiveness is something I really wanted to learn from others. That was really great. So, like, what is the suggestion? Like, what is the suggestion you wanted to give apart from sports? Not only sports, but there are many things which we have to take sportive in. We have to be courageous, like in any fields, like in even education, even like painting, singing, dancing, whatever it may be. Like, what would the suggestion you give to the people to become more courageous? Tell them how to achieve things, even if they lose, as you've told earlier. Like, winning is losing is a part of a game, obviously in any field. So, how would you tell to the other people, like, simply kind of motivation?
Mm, based on my experience, you're gonna have to face it either way or not. Because if you're gonna win, you're gonna be on the podium. If you're gonna lose, just leave it. It's gonna be a life experience. So I think you got nothing to lose when you're gonna go for something. So you have to focus on what you want and how you want it to be done. If you know what it's gonna be, and if you know the results where you're expecting something, I have to think we have to not have expectations. I think you have to have confidence in yourself, because when you're doing something, if you're lacking that confidence, you're gonna lose your morals. Because when you're doing something, if you don't have confidence, you're gonna feel very bad, because it's gonna feel very bad. So confidence is very key. Whatever you're, if you're nervous inside, keep it inside. Don't show it out. So keep it inside. If you're nervous, okay, I'm nervous. Who is not nervous? Everyone's got to be nervous. So keep it inside, but showcase that you're confident, because when you're confident, you're gonna release some nice energy outside yourself. You're gonna make yourself more look more confident, and also others to look more confident. It's not just about you, it's about others. If your competitors are there, you're gonna appreciate them, you're gonna help them, you're gonna congratulate them even if you win or lose, because they competed just like you. Because we are, as a sports personality or as a sports personality, you're gonna support them, because that's how things should be done. You're gonna encourage each and everyone, because we're all the same, and they're gonna work hard as much as you are. So it's more about helping others, and also appreciating yourself, and not just being self-important. Let's hope we can just compete and do it for ourselves once in a while, because you want to know what you can do, and you must have that self-satisfaction that you did something. And it doesn't matter if you win or lose in any field. You just have to focus on what you want to achieve. Mm.
Yes, such an inspiration story. We all might have some hurdles like going up, going down. Like we see many things. We see like we go through many challenges. We see failures, we see success. We feel very happy during our success times, and we also feel sad when we failure. But as now, as of what you said now, we've got a lot of motivation. Like, yeah, there will be times where we succeed also. So the other thing is, what is the toughest challenge did you face in your entire journey? Like for the 109 medals, one toughest challenge that you could put a lot of strength to overcome from it.
Um, in sports, we always have to keep updating ourselves because there going to be a lot of competition when we go higher and higher. So there are going to be a lot of competitors that want to achieve the same thing as you. So you have to keep updating yourself. It's not like when you read something, it's going to stop. Like you just have to go achieve, you have to go keep updating yourself, you have to keep changing, you have to keep practicing more and more. It's not going to stop at some point. Like until you're gonna retire something, it's not going to stop. But even in education, there's not just a little bit stuff, you're going to have to keep learning more, because it's an endless ocean there out there, that if the more you learn, the more in you get. So it's like how much you were gonna achieve in that, and how much you're willing to put effort. Because practice makes a man perfect. The more you
Yes.
do, the more skill you gain. The more skill you gain, the more much higher you're gonna achieve.
So, do you train people like kids or children or even adults? So, do you also take place in training people?
I do train a few of my father's students, so it's not. I'm not a mentor and all, but I just take a look at as a senior skater. I do look at them, I do correct them, and I do show what I've learned, and I will tell them what mistakes I made during the learning, and try to eliminate those mistakes so they can learn much faster. Because experience, these
Yes.
experience help learn them faster, and they can update much faster than I usually. For example, if I learned some specific element in about 3 months, for them it might just take 1 month, because I had that experience. I know how it's going to be done, and I know the skill and how we can eliminate all the negative things which distracted me and took me 3 months to learn. So I can help them, and I can actually maintain the logic and the skill actually required to complete that element. So it's gonna help me also teach them and how it's gonna be done. So I'll help them out like that.
Yeah, that was great. Like, where do you train? Like, where is your coaching place? Where do you get trained up?
I've trained for about 14 years in the same rink. It's like my mother rink in
Yes.
Voda Park. If you're willing to meet me, come meet me at Voda Park. I'll definitely get.
Sure.
I'm glad to meet you there. I'll be very much glad.
For sure, people from Edumon Student Clubs also will come and meet you. You're such an inspiring personality, and I really wanted to meet you. Yes, let's meet soon.
Sure, of
In the
course.
Oda Park. Yes. So that was a very great and inspiring journey. Although you faced many challenges, many ups and downs, you made it happen. You represented India overseas, like in the World Championship. You know that was such an amazing thing. You're so adorable as a human being
Thank
too.
you
You're
very
such a
much.
sweet human being too. Yes. So nice to meet you today, and thanks for
Thank you
coming.
very much for
Thanks
having
for
me.
inspiring. Yeah.
Thank you very much for having me. It's
Oh
been a
yeah.
wonderful opportunity
Yes, yes.
to be
Thanks.
a role model for all the others.
Yes, thanks for coming. Thanks for inspiring a lot of students today. Students, and the other thing I would like to tell about her is she's from Andhra University Women. So yes. So that was a great thing too. Yes. So
Thank you
thank
very
you
much.
so much, Samhita, for making today's event such a successful thing. And yes, you're such a successful personality too. You need appreciation from all the nation. Apart from nation, even you need appreciation because you're such a human, you're such a great human being. Yes.
No, no, I have to really thank you because you reached out to me and made me feel special. Like as sports personality, it's where we. I know it's what it's like to be appreciated, and thank you for recognizing for my medals and all. I really appreciate for you guys, and hope you do well. More things come
Sure.
out in future and make a better improvement.
Yeah, that's for sure. Thank you. Thank you for today's session. And guys, do follow Edumon Student Clubs and the Edumon on Instagram and Edumon on YouTube. Download the Edumon app for more such events, webinars, and also you can find out many upskilling courses in the Edumon app also. So you get previous question papers, previous materials, previous year materials, PDFs, class notes, etc., etc on the Edumon and Edumon Student Clubs on Instagram and also in our Edumon app. Thank you. Thank you, Samhita. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, thank you.